Hey friends, it's Essentially Jessie, and Bonnie is joining the show today. We're talking about a really hyped fragrance. I'm going to give you all the info, all the spill the tea on this fragrance, whether I like it, whether I don't. I picked up a sample of this and bought the full bottle. I'm talking about Amouage Guidance. This is Guidance by Amouage. This is in the beautiful light pink bottle. I don't know if you guys can see, I've only had this fragrance less than a week and I've already put a dent in it. I like it a lot, but I will be honest and say that I don't know that this is a safe blind buy. It's different. This hits different. This was made by, the perfumer on this is Quentin Biche. Let me show you guys the bottle. I think it's beautiful. The perfumer on this is Quentin Biche. It was released in 2023 by Amouage. I love the cap. Guidance is not going to be for everyone. I just want to start out by saying that while I love this fragrance, it's not your typical fragrance. It is so much more. It is woody. So you guys know I love sandalwood fragrances. Always have, probably always will. I even have like Santal 33 right here. Like I'm just a sucker for sandalwood. I just filmed a men's targeted spring video that included one of my favorite sandalwoods. So let's talk about Guidance. Guidance has some really interesting notes. So I want to share them all with you because it's really important that you understand the complexity of this fragrance. So the notes on Guidance are pear hazelnut, which I love, 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 love. Like it has reignited my love for nutty fragrances. So pear, hazelnut, olibanum is in the top. The mid is osmanthus, rose. I don't get a ton of rose, but I get a little bit of rose. Saffron and jasmine sambac. The base of the fragrance is dynamite. Sandalwood, vanilla, akigala wood, ambergris, and labdanum. Now, this fragrance, like I said, is not for everyone. I am absolutely obsessed with it. I have worn it 3 of the last 4 or 5 days. That's how much I like it. I'll have to do a fragrance of the day video on this because it will ultimately be my fragrance of the day at some point this week. Guidance is really complex. You could tell by the notes, like you've got sandalwood, you've got rose, you've got hazelnut. Like this is a really complex fragrance, and that's why I didn't blind buy it, because I felt like there were so many mixed reviews on it. Like if, I don't know, like Delina is your go-to, this may not be for you. But if you're a girl like me or a guy, now this is a women's targeted fragrance, it is completely unisex. Hear me now, completely unisex. Like a man could definitely pull this off. But if you're a girl like me that appreciates Delina exclusive, but also loves Tom Ford Black Orchid, like this is kind of in between. This is a pretty, beautiful fragrance, but it has so much depth and so much complexity that it's not going to be everybody's favorite fragrance. But I told you I've worn it 3 out of the last 5 days. Oh my stars. I have received so many compliments. I mean, somebody stopped me in the store and asked me about it. Somebody at my house was asking me about it. Like I've gotten so many compliments like, wow, you smell so good. And for a fragrance that's this complex, I was very, very shocked that I received so many compliments on it, because when I wear something like Bond No. 9 Gold Coast out, I expect it's a beautiful fragrance. It's apple, it's like fresh, it's sweet. You know, it's something that's more expected on a woman. This is like date night. This is, I'm wearing it to the office. This is a very serious conversation that we're about to have here, whether good or bad. Like this is a mysterious fragrance. Anyway, I wanted to share with you guys my full review on it. I can smell the pear, I can smell the sandalwood. It's just gorgeous, but I cannot stress enough, this is not a safe blind buy. So if you get on one of the websites, grab a sample, preferably, especially with a fragrance that's this complex, get a sample with an atomizer, because it's so important that these fragrances are made to be sprayed, not dabbed and not rolled. And so it's really important with a fragrance that's this complex that you pick up one with an atomizer so that you can really get the full effect of Guidance by Amouage. Have you smelled this fragrance? What do you think about it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? I feel like this is one of those fragrances that could be relatively polarizing. But that's just me. Like I said, I've received a ton of compliments on it and I've worn it 3 days. So, you know, I don't know, maybe not. And of course, in my world, like, I'd say probably 30% of the people who I come in contact with every day know that I have a fragrance channel, know that I'm obsessed with fragrance. And so, you know, they may expect me to smell good, so they say something, or they may be, you know, some people are like, ooh, I don't want to like say anything because she's an expert. Well, I'm not an expert. It's my hobby. It's what I love. But anyway, Guidance by Amouage is just so different. It's so beautiful. It is not going to be for everyone, but get a sample sprayer, spray it for yourself, wear it on your skin. I will say this, just like most every other fragrance smells different on paper that it's going to smell on your skin. Everyone's skin chemistry is different. Things are just different. Anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell if you like fragrance related content. I will be doing more men's targeted fragrances. I will be throwing in some unisex like fragrance videos. Of course, I'll always do women's targeted fragrances, but a lot of the fragrances in my collection are, I just have a good balance of women's, unisex, and men. And so I always want to share with you guys kind of which direction something leans. So while this is more feminine, I would say, because of the rose in the pear, it might lean a little more feminine, but the nuttiness, the sandalwood really also take it in a men's direction. So all that being said, this is my second full bottle of Amouage. My other one is Love Tuberose. If there is another Amouage fragrance that you think that I should try out, drop that in the comments below. Let me know what you are thinking about Guidance by Amouage. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, click the notification bell. Smell you later.